stories like mine shouldn't cause vaccine hesitancy. What should cause vaccine hesitancy is the lack of transparency over adverse events.
It's been difficult to express my feelings over this. I have such conflict in my heart.
So my spinal fluid is also indicative of demyelinating disease. And he wants to do an MRI on my spine because he suspects I could have lesions in my spinal cord as well. Basically, my neurological problems are because I have lesions in my brain, and it's like I'm 8 months out from vaccination. I cannot believe I still feel this bad. I couldn't sleep well last night. I stayed up until almost 5 in the morning because the spasms in my legs were so bad. I had a bad tremor day yesterday. Every muscle in my body hurts today from the repetitive body movements. I'm really trying to get through this, but I feel so bad. I keep trying to update, but I am not really coherently here very well. So my videos will end up being way too long, and I'm tired. So we're still doing IV. We're doing the IV infusions. So I apparently have more lesion areas on my brain. But still have something's going on in my heart. I don't know. I've never got a solid answer for that, but I'm sick of it. So I've just been stressed and lonely. I haven't had anybody come up to see me to say hello. But I mean, I've also been sleeping 16 to 20 hours a day, so I don't know. I've also been having a really hard time, and I have a really hard time asking for help, but we really need some help. If you want to look at any of that, I have links in my link tree. I have a GoFundMe and a Cash App and all that, but I'll leave that. That's all I'll say about that. It makes me kind of uncomfortable asking for help, but anyways, I just really wish I knew what's going on with my heart. I'm trying to keep this under 3 minutes long. It's just been a really hard time, and I want to go home, and I want to go home. Can't eat hardly nothing. My time is just getting jargled up because I've been sleeping so much. My body's trying to force itself to rest and heal. And I want to know why my brain has all these different lesion areas now compared to 2 months ago.
Well, there you have it, guys. I mean, the whole experience that you had to go through. I mean, and I was following you on your Facebook, and I also saw another video which is not included. You pee blood, just like Stacy.
Yes, I've had all kinds of problems.
I know. And your speech, the way you speak, it's not even near to, the way you speak right now. I mean, it's like you had to really get it together to put the words together, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and that's because I have a lesion, essentially where s speech comes from in your brain,
Mm.
um, but I've noticed that it has improved substantially, which was something honestly, was the last thing that I expected to happen, but here we are.
I mean, sorry, but just taking you back to the situation that you were in, and when your tremor and things started like slowing down, and all the discomfort and the sores, and I don't know, so many things, peeing blood. I mean, and you went to the hospital and they couldn't do anything for you?
No, okay, so essentially, when things start acting up, I have a very hard time feeling the lower part of my body, to where I can't walk. Um, it also causes the shaking and stuff that you guys saw,
Yeah.
among other issues. But anytime that it acts up, um, essentially, I would have to go and get put on like IV steroids and get admitted to the hospital for um, usually 5 to 7 days, which uh, was just really not good. Anytime you're on that amount of steroids, you risk various other complications, which were things that I had ran into during my hospital admissions, and I've had several. Um, so it's been very difficult, and there are still many issues that I have that I don't even have a diagnosis for yet. Some of these things, the doctors sit and scratch their head, and they just don't know exactly what's causing some of the problems I have, like the increased heart rate and stuff while standing, and multiple other things. But
Sorry, one more point. I mean, you had MS. Was it diagnosed? Multiple sclerosis?
yes,
Wow, that's a that's a wow. And from what I understand from MS is that it's incurable. Okay, first of all, how did you get to know about Iteracare? I think the whole world within our community would like to know. How did it all start, for you?
so Kevin and Andrea, who I know that you're familiar with,
Yes.
they wanted to gift wands to a couple of the people that they knew were going through the most, you know. So they essentially gifted me one and said, "We really want you to try it. We think that, you would feel a lot better. And we want you to have some relief." So, I graciously accepted their gift and used it, and I started seeing some noticeable improvements by the third day using it. So
Wow.
that
Third day.
was very exciting.
Very fast, isn't it? I mean, third day. And it's after what you have gone through for like 1.5 years. And to experience that in the third day is like, it's a wow, isn't it? I mean,
It definitely was a wow. Things that I've noticed is whenever I'm walking, my muscles are not locking up to the extent that they used to. And that's really given me the ability to get out of my house and do things that I wasn't able to do before. So that has been a total game changer for me, totally life changing. And I am really just so thankful. Honestly, I really do appreciate it because this has given me a big part of my life back.
and Amanda, I mean, not only physically um, and everything else, but emotionally and financially, it has affected you. I mean, you have to basically like restart your life again. I mean, wow, when you talk about loneliness in one of your clips, I felt it. It's like, where's everybody, when you need. Yeah.
It's very hard whenever you're stuck in your house for that long of a period of time, you know? It's alienating to the point that you want to get out and do things. You want to have those relationships with your friends. And it really makes things where it's really was difficult for me to feel to not feel so alone because I've have been stuck in my house for so long. The only
Yeah.
places that I was able to go were just to doctor's appointments for over a year. So that
And
was very difficult. Took a huge mental toll.
definitely, definitely. And now are you back at work? Are you, I mean, life is pretty much normal for you right now?
So I am essentially not like quote quote working, but I have been promoting the wand from home. Um, I went out for the first time in over a year. We went and we saw the Christmas lights here downtown, and it's something that you have to walk to do. It's not something that you just drive in your car. You get out of your car, you walk around the city, and there's tons of Christmas lights. And this is something that I really didn't think I would ever be able to do again. So that's huge for me.
Wow. Simple things in life that we have taken for granted, when all of a sudden we never asked for it, but it was taken away from us, is when you really appreciate even the most basic things in life. Simplicity, it's happiness, isn't it? Wow.
Oh, absolutely. And I'm just really thankful, you know. Um, the last year and a half has been so difficult for me. And part of it has been because I've been so immobile. So being able to find the relief that I found is just something that really has given a huge piece of my life back.
Yeah, yeah. And last words for people who are watching and who are in similar situation as you. Maybe there is a tinge of skepticism, or they're not sure. What would be your advice for them?
I was actually skeptical at first as well. But I've tried so many things. I figured, why not just go ahead and try it?
Yeah.
And I want to say, like, by the third day, I was like, is this coincidence that I'm feeling this much better? So, I just kept using it to see. And um, essentially, I think that there was one day that I had missed and I didn't feel as energetic and great as I had before. And I said, it's got to be the wand.
Mhm.
So I've just kept using it and using it. And I feel like my health overall has just kept improving. So I'm very thankful for that.
Yeah.
And I
Did you
really,
did you drink the wondered water, by the way? I mean, did you drink the
oh,
water? Yeah. Did you?
absolutely. Yes.
Yeah.
Every single time that I want.
All right. So you wanted the water and you drank it and you blew on yourself like what, twice a day, or how did you do it?
In the beginning, I was only wanding once a day.
Mm-hmm.
And I was only using the wand for about 10 or 15 minutes because
Okay.
that's my sweet spot, as I like to say.
Mm-hmm.
I would drink the wanded water before,
Mm-hmm.
and
And
then after I use the wand. And that seems like it's given me the most benefit.
yeah. Anyway, thank you so much, Andy, and do take care of yourself and continue to use the Iteracare Classic, and share this. Maybe this is your calling. Share this with people you know who are suffering right now. Thank you.